Hi guys, um, I'll put a sort of a bit of a disclaimer up now. No stitching in this. This is purely kind of a life update because it's been like so long since my last video, and a lot of people have been messaging me on Instagram just to make sure that everything's okay. So I thought I'd just give everyone an update about what I've been up to for the last couple of months, other than my little bundle of joy, Poppy, who is sleeping. There we go. She is 12 weeks old now. Such a happy, content little baby. Unbelievable. I'm so lucky. The only kind of trouble that we're having now is that I think she's just sort of started teething. So we're getting a lot of like rosy cheeks, a lot of dribbling, blowing bubbles, and screaming out in pain randomly. But we've got this teething like powder. You just put it in their mouth, zoom, shuts them up straight away. Which is what I've just given her, which is why she's just gone to sleep now. So I haven't done any stitching for at least a month, possibly more. Reason being is about probably coming up to about 2 months ago, actually now, between 6 to 8 weeks ago. Oh, sorry. I discovered a lump, like a hard lump, like a golf ball, on my breast, and I thought it was mastitis, which is sort of like an infection from the blocked milk ducts from breastfeeding. And anyway, so been to doctors, got antibiotics, it didn't work, went to doctors again. Sorry, my hair was just like mental. Went to doctors, got more antibiotics, they didn't work. My doctor said to me, you know, if these don't work, go to the hospital. You may have to have them perhaps IV. So went to the hospital on a Friday, probably about 3 weeks ago. Probably about that actually. It was actually, I can tell you when it was. It was the last day of March, which were, oh, do you know what? I always forget if it's like 30 or 31 days. 31 days. 31st of March, because it was my nan's anniversary of my nan's death. 31st of March. And they didn't give me any IV antibiotics. They did an ultra scan and said, oh, it's not mastitis, it's an abscess. So I had an abscess in my breast. They said it was quite large. They tried to drain it. It wouldn't drain. And then they sent me home with more antibiotics and said, oh, we'll get the results back from what they did manage to drain. Not very much, in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. And come the Saturday was family party, my nan and granddad's party. And I started getting back pain in the evening as I was getting everything ready for it, because I did all the food. And then it got worse and worse, and then the pain went to my chest. And then come by 11 o'clock at night, we had to leave the party because I was getting really short of breath throughout the night. It was getting worse and worse. Come sort of midnight, I was like, no, can't do this, something's not right. So I phoned 111, which is like our sort of non-emergency NHS advice kind of people. And they were like, oh, we'll get a doctor to call you back. Or half hour later, I could barely breathe. So I phoned them back and they got an ambulance. Went to hospital on Saturday. Came out on the Tuesday with more antibiotics. That was it. Anyway, so Wednesday we went up to Wales because a lot of Michael's... Sorry, it just came up. I don't know whether that's going to come up on your screen or not, but it just came up that I only had 10% battery left. So went to Wales on the Wednesday because Michael's family still hadn't seen Poppy. And on Friday, ended up going to A&E in Wales because I had like a sore and blisters appearing on the breast and like pus coming out. Weren't good. They took one look at me and were like, "Nah, you need to be operated on." So I ended up having an operation to drain the abscess, and then got discharged again on a Tuesday or Monday, Easter Monday. No, not Easter Monday, the Monday before, sorry. So all this has been going on really with the abscess for the last kind of 8 weeks altogether. Really annoyed and angry with our doctors down here because the option of surgery was never even discussed. I'd been on antibiotics really for about 3 weeks, and the lump hadn't gone down. It hadn't, the liquid hadn't got thinner, or the pus hadn't got thinner to be able to drain it. Why they didn't, talk to me about surgery or even consider it, I don't know. Especially when I go to Wales and they do it with it. It was literally within 6 hours of going to A&E. I was being knocked out so they could do the surgery. So really angry with ours. I've now got this hole in my breast that means daily trips to the doctors, which is all just annoying and very, very, very painful. If anyone's ever had an abscess, it is. I will quite happily, I've said, have another C-section than have this abscess again, because it's just a nightmare. It was extremely painful for the last especially the last 4 weeks. But anyway, that all seems like it's on the mend. So I'm in a lot better, happier place. I'm not breastfeeding now. We're using formula. So Poppy's sleeping a little bit more throughout the day, which has given me a bit more time. I was at my dad's, stayed at my dad's last week so they could help me with Poppy because Michael was going back to work. And it kind of hurt to hold her and it's difficult to wind her. And yeah, so I stayed at my dad's anyway for a week. I'm back home now. Everything seems to be working and sort of seems on the mend. The hole does seem eventually now, 2 weeks later, to be getting smaller, which is good. And I'm hoping now I can get back into a routine, getting in a routine with Poppy and get some cross stitch done. I think I've decided now I'm just going to clear my little corner I've got over there with like a chair and my sewing box table and just have some sort of stitching out permanently, so that even if she's asleep for 10 minutes, I might perhaps only be able to get 10 minutes in. But I also think I need to get a finish in to be able to spur me on and to have some sort of accomplishment, because I feel like at the minute I'm not really getting anywhere with my stitching. I don't know, I'm finding it really hard to kind of, I suppose I have lost my stitchy bug a bit because I've not had a chance to do it. I miss my time from before Poppy, which sounds really horrible. Not that I would ever change her in any way, or or not have her, but I miss those days where I could literally put a box set on of something, say Criminal Minds, and watch 6-7 episodes and just sit and cross stitch all day, and make proper progress. I miss that, and I'm obviously not going to get that back for a long time. But it's all worth it. It is all worth it. I love her to bits, and like I say, I wouldn't change her. It just means that when she's asleep, you end up running around like a lunatic trying to do the housework and stuff. But I do need to make more time for myself and chill out and relax a bit, and do my cross stitch. Right, so what am I fiddling with in my hand? A very nice lady, after my last video with Poppy, Lisa Simmons, so I've got a little card here, asked if she could send me something. And she made me this needle minder. See if I can get it so it's not of Poppy. So she took a still from my previous video and turned it into a needle minder. And this is her business card. I don't ignore that number at the top there. I don't know why I don't know what that number is for. So her name is Lisa Simmons. She's called No More Lost Needles. She's on Facebook. When I load this up, I will put the link on Facebook, the link on YouTube. Oh, my mind is all over the place. And I've been using this for my Heaven and Earth one, the eagle one. We stand together. No, it's got together in it. I can't remember the name of it now. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It's the first time that I've been racked, if you like. And I love it. It just really took me by surprise. I had no idea what it was going to be. And I just absolutely love it. The fact that someone will go out of their way, you know, to make me something, you know, and they don't know me other than these videos. I think it's just absolutely amazing, and it just you know, it's very overwhelming and incredibly generous and kind, and I do honestly really appreciate it so much. You know, because it was a lovely thought, and a lovely idea, and I do use it. So I've had no problems with it. The magnet has been so strong. I can't even, there we go. So the magnets have been amazing. You know, my needle sits on it lovely. When I have been using it, when I have been stitching. So thank you so much for this. I think the cross stitch I'm going to try and finish is going to be Poppy's blanket with the letters on. So I'm going to, put it on that one, I think. So I've got it out permanently, and it's nice to be able to I can see her when I'm stitching and when she's not sleeping. Bless her. So thank you. So that's the card again. I'll cover, I don't know, it's got your address on it, so I don't know whether you wanted that showing, but yeah, lovely. It's lovely. Thank you Lisa very much for this. And that's it really. So I wanted to keep it short. I wanted to give people an update, so because people have been asking about how I am, and I did put a picture of me in hospital on Instagram, and a lot of people commented on it. So thank you. If any of you guys watch my floss tube as well and you commented, thank you. Thank you for everyone for all the comments for the last video where I was introducing baby Poppy. I've never had a lot of friends, and I still don't have a lot of friends. But it's so nice to have this community of friends on here and on Instagram, you know, that do seem to genuinely care and wonder what you're up to when you haven't, you know, done a video or posted on Instagram for a while. It really does mean a lot. Yeah. So I'm going to go before I become a complete sap, and just again say thank you for everyone for watching, for subscribing, It's been a pretty rubbish 8 weeks. Been feeling, I think, possibly a little bit postnatal as well. But I think I'm kind of coming out of that, hopefully. I've got good support, so that's the main thing. As long as I'm talking to friends and family, then as long as people are aware of it, then that's fine. So I'm going to go, I'm going to post this. It is 15 minutes long, so hopefully it will be up this evening. It shouldn't take too long to post or to upload. And I will see you all again hopefully soon with some stitchy news. Thank you very much for watching.